Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, here to give you another lesson for today. I want to be grateful. Thank you for the energy. Today seems to be a little more exciting than the day before. Feeling kinda, I don't know. Maybe it's because the devil came around and I was really calm. It came with a calmness that day for that lesson. I think I just saw the devil again. Yeah, maybe the weather. I don't know. We had a shift in temperature. So it got a little chillier than expected, or, well, not really. It's time of year. Either way, energy is good. I mean, I'm feeling happy. And that's a good feeling when you can say you feel happy for no reason, you know? It's like, it means you're doing something right somewhere in your life. I hope that the energy is happy, you know? I know when you're going through hard times, happiness is a dream, right? But it is fleeting. I mean, think about it. How long do you really stay happy? It takes a lot of energy to be happy. Even though they say it doesn't, it does. Because when you laugh really hard, you're very tired after. The body gives in, you know? Especially if you're laughing a lot. Feel it. Then there's that excitement, you know, the build-up of the excitement. Then you get this low at the end. It's normal. It takes a lot of energy. It's easy to smile. And then when you smile, everything else looks brighter. That's where it comes out saying it's not taking up a lot of energy. It's when you put the energy into being happy. It's work, you know? As long as you feel good at the end. Because I do. I do feel good today. I'm wondering what the lesson will be. That could be why I'm so excited. Because I have no idea what the lesson is. And I'm curious about it. And rambling on. I guess I'm getting comfy with this collective. So I am thankful for the collective. I'm grateful that I can tap in and bring the lesson. And I want to thank you for your subscribes, your likes, and your shares. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Some clips are coming up. And we'll see that you can pass it on, you know, what the lesson means to you. Hopefully it triggers you, and that all you needed really was to experience the lesson through a reading. That way your life would change in a way that you probably won't even feel that lesson. But that's wishful thinking, because we have to learn the hard way most times, and lessons need to be painful in order to be I'm sorry, I just noticed cards are upside down, so I think it's the way I put them back in the deck. I may have turned them around, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna fix that while we're here. So sorry for this delay, but I didn't check. I really didn't check. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective, keeping us safe. Thank you for protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the lesson for today? What is the lesson for today? Thank you, Spirit. What is the lesson for today? What does the collective need to learn today? The Nine of Wands. Our wounded healer is back. That's interesting. The Nine. Again, the Nine is a healing card. A number. And not so much the card is healing, but the number is a culmination. So many experiences have accumulated to the point where you can sift through and determine your next step according to experience. The Nine. This particular Nine is represented by effort that you have put in, and the value of it is where you stand now. You measure what you've done from the past experiences to where you have arrived, which would be at a position in your life of question, why is it so hard? Why has it been so hard? Why do I have to put out so much energy and effort? Well, that's the lesson. You see, to be able to decipher and make choices based on experience and the effects of those experiences. Remember, the soldier stands broken, beaten, but willing to fight. The last time this card came around as a lesson, we were attracted to the second wind. But now it's a difference, because you got the second wind. Well, I say we got the second wind. Like right now, personally speaking, I am in a second wind. I am feeling that I have come over a point, to overcome something. Not so much, I'm speaking personally, my experience here. Not so much that I have overcome it. I have come to the point of realization that I can choose, you see? And I'm not reflecting. Of course, the lesson will reflect my life, my experience, because I am the one speaking here. But I also get intuitive messages concerning the cards. And all that just happened was it put me into perspective. This is not a perspective card. That would be like the Hangman or the 8, But the 9 is the medicinal side of perspective, knowing what you need when you need it. And when the card came up, I got that epiphany, if you will, because it's time for epiphanies now. The last lesson, I think it was the Wheel of Fortune came up, and epiphany was mentioned. Well, we're all going through epiphanies now on our next move. So coming back, the lesson is so far, it could change. The lesson is in deciphering through your experiences what you really want to do now. Not so much what you're capable of doing, but what you want to do. Remember, this is passion, The 9. Let's see what the 2 is. Oh boy, talk about passion. No wonder I'm feeling happy. It's creative. It's very creative. And yes, I confess, I'm in a creative mood. But not so much artistic creative. It's conversation creative, this ace. The creativity is in the passion, that zeal, that drive to, I know what I want to do, let's do this. Very fiery. Okay, the fire signs are activated apparently. Okay, so the tool is, again, we're in the lower arcana, so this is reflected off of us. Spirit is saying, well, you need to stand if you can, because you're all busted up and broken from the battles that you've been in, but you do need to stand, and you do need to decide where you want to go. And that's the tool, giving us the drive and the creativity, the imagination. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? It's almost like getting ready for the Two of Wands, where you have the world in your hand. Well, this is the step before that card, the one. See, where you start feeling around inside of you. What do I like? Oh, I think I like to write, so I'm gonna write. I'm gonna start writing, and then you begin the poetry, and or you go write a story, or something takes on, and then it just builds up because you have experience. Put these two together, it is a 10. This is a 10, the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is heavy burden. This is a fractured 10. So this is how we work through the burden. You see, the one here is an individual, apart from the 9. We get to stand back and look at the weight that we've been carrying, which would make the 10. Here we cannot throw the blame on someone else at this point, because this is work effort that we have done. Yes, the 10 will show, and it does say that it's efforts from other people that you are carrying the burden of. Not all the time. I mean, that is what the card represents, because in the original deck you see the poor man bent over with all the wands on his back. It's like, I'm carrying all the weight here. Naturally it would look like you're doing all the work, which is the truth, but not in this case. You see, this is a fractured 9. The burden is here. This is why it reflects the 10, because the burden, it is a burden, number one, but this is personal burden. This is you sticking up for yourself, fighting your battles, your truth, your integrity, your ideals, your values. Okay, you representing you in respect to others. Feeling that you have to stand up and fight for something, and you do, and you did it all your life, because this is 9 here. This is not just 9 days ago or 9 years ago. This is like your life experience coming into culmination. Now, without going into the astrology, that is where we are, according to the planets, the way they're lined up, and what's been in retrograde and coming into direct, and planet placements right now. It is a culmination. This was why we see the Wheel of Fortune coming around so often, and the Destiny card, because it's a payout time, culmination. This is a healing, a creative healing, a conversational healing. This is interesting. This is very interesting. What is Spirit doing? There it is, the Fool. Okay, you see, and I did say the Fool, even though I meant to say the Wheel of Fortune, but it's the same thing. You see, this is a new beginning, talking about a new start, a fresh beginning. Again, a reason to be happy. Doing something different, doing something new, going in a whole new direction, making up your mind and deciding what you want to do. The lesson, again, comes back to deciphering what you want, where you've been, how you got to be where you are right now. Are you satisfied? The 9. Is this worth my time and effort? I want to talk about something. I want to get something off my chest. I need to free up what I've been holding on to. I need to talk about my experiences. I need to talk about something that's burdened me. I mean, we could take this in a lot of different directions, eh? But it is personal, because it's very passionate. You know, we want to change when we get to the tens of anything. We want something to come from what we've done. And this 10 here reflects a new beginning automatically, because when there's a 10, it turns into a 1. Okay? And then the Fool is the beginning, but coming from experience. Again, this what Spirit is doing, and this again is the High Arcana. So we're now elevated with our intelligence. The intellect has increased by leaps and bounds, if you will. Because the Fool here is willing to take this experience and knowledge and creativity and just go with it. Very fiery. Very, very fiery. This makes me think of our Prince of Wands here. You know, where he just goes with a good idea, especially if he feels it, because it's very passionate. And then the Fool, Spirit is giving us, and this is what Spirit has bestowed on us, this higher knowledge, this higher sense of freedom. I remember mentioning that understanding freedom and having it. You know, there's a difference there. It's a test. It's a test in there to be free, to really be free. What is freedom? What does it mean when you can step off into the unknown and really have no clue what is coming up next, but willing to face it, enthusiastic about it, regardless if it's good, bad, or ugly. You're willing to just run right into it. Kamikaze style. Again, the gift is your integrity. That is the bravery. Having that integrity, standing in your truth, knowing, again, it's wands, we're into the wands. This is very, very passionate. I love that. I really love that the passion is bubbling to the surface. It's brimming. And the deck opened up. Oh boy, healing. You see, before we go to the next card, because it did just slip off, this integrity gives us an opportunity to face the disappointment. You see, this is the 9 here, this lesson bringing us to face disappointment. Another 9. Yeah, this is amazing. This is realizing. All right, let's take it. Oh boy, Sun 2, and the Sun, I missed one. He was in reverse, but even if it's in reverse, the Sun reversed only says your truth will come in a little while. It's just timing. But the truth will be there, reversed or not. The Sun it reflects beautiful times, happiness, truth. It would more so say that the ego is humbled, reversed. If we want to take something from the Sun being reversed, it would mean that the ego is humbled, the ego is tempered. Okay, and I will accept that, because we've been working on this ego business for quite a while now with everything that's been going on. But there it is. You see, humbling the self is where this 9 comes in, because you know your worth. You've done the work, because this is a 9, and this is a culmination. You've done the work, so you know. Just making sure I can even go down some more. Okay, let's push it down. I really like it when you can see my cards. Making me have real fun here. Shopping for new decks now. Really enjoying this. Don't want to wear out my decks. Okay, so sorry. I'm very excited, and the devil isn't anywhere near here right now. I mean, not yet. I don't know what's under that card. Knowing that you've done the work. Same thing here. You've done the work. You've been able to reflect. Reflecting on success in the past, because this is everything you've accumulated. Remember, this 9 is only missing a partnership, because this is the Bachelor. Again, the king of, not the king, sorry, the Prince of Wands. I don't want to say it's him. I'm just referring to the fact that that lesson before reflected this king, sorry, this knight or prince who doesn't want to be a player. Okay, well, here the work reflects that this is a responsible single man, responsible, very proud and satisfied with his work. And I say his, okay, it could be a woman, 2 people. I'm really sorry. I feel in the masculine energy and I go in with that. But again, the masculinity in women, okay, I mean, this is the reality we live in. Women have to have more of a masculine approach to their lives, especially if they are single and single parents, because they have to do the work of both the mother and the father. And I appreciate that. This is why I just say, if the message fits with you, then it is for you. It doesn't mean that because a prince or 2 princes show up, this is only for men. There are women who project their masculinity from within, and that is what the energy picks up. So even if I say for you guys or for the men out there, I really don't want women who project their masculinity to take that as, well, she's not talking about me. Yes, I am. But you know it. I can't know you are a woman feeling like a man. You know it. I just know that the messages are masculine prone. They're geared toward that masculinity. And that is what has been happening in our time now. With the Wheel of Fortune, with the Destiny card. Because it goes into astrology, and I don't want to go there, but it is about that maleness, that authority, that figure that rises up and makes things happen. Remember, we say that this is a man's world because the man makes and breaks whatever is put out there. Women are nurturing and fostering what has been created by man. Okay, we're not going to fight over that. I just want to show the reference to why it feels masculine, not that it is only for men. Okay, I mean, I appreciate the male connectivity, but I respect women who have that masculine strength that they project into their lives in their working world, because that is what this is all about. Being able to stand independent, whether you are a man or a woman, satisfied with the work that you've done, humbling yourself in spite of disappointment. And that is pure integrity. Powerful, very powerful integrity here, where you can stand in the face of I lost the word I wanted to say. Sorry about that. It came, and as soon as it came, it left me. Sorry. Move on, I'll come back to it. The 8 of Pentacles. And then there's our Prince again. Oh my God, this deck is just opening up. Okay. Well, we come back to love. Oh. All of a sudden, I'm very emotional. Adversity. To stand in the face of adversity. We'll come back. Oh, I found my trend again. To stand in the face of adversity. To know that you have your self-respect. You have earned the right to dispute with adversity because you're fighting. This is the soldier healing this disappointment naturally in love, because we see it, all the cups here coming back, see the healing and all, but being creative nonetheless, taking this adversity and being creative with it, moving into something new and adventurous with your passion, with your integrity, humbling that ego, facing the work of humbling that ego to now have abundance, because this is coming after the humbling. The abundance follows. This Prince of Swords is eager to run out and speak truth about the details that made him humble himself, because he wants to make sure that his integrity is intact, because he wants to heal. Okay, let's just do it this way now. It comes this way. He wants to heal his loss. Remember, earlier lessons, if you're so inclined, you could just leaf through and it'll pick up on, you will pick up on the fact that having lost relationships or a particular significant relationship, that needs to heal, and that is what is healing. You see, coming to terms with, and this is it, coming to terms, because the healing is in itself is facing the disappointment, knowing why, what was lost, how it was lost, and realizing that it is a part of life. And in this deck, all 5 cups are standing, but the original message shows 2 standing and 3 fallen, and our figure is looking at the 3 cups and longing to bring them back. I miss that, but forgetting that there's 2 standing that would take him into peace or into love or a new commitment. Having lost one, their commitment, there is another one to be had. Only needing to turn and look. That is what that card represents. But in this deck, this is a healing. It is coming, it is knowing that there is loss. You see, he's looking away from all 5 cups because he's looking to his loss. What I lost, I can't have it back. Knowing that he can't have it back. That's why the cups are still standing. Giving that love back to himself so that he can heal and face what needs to be healed. Like really going in and digging into it. Again, that's where this tool comes in to say, well, I really want to, and then whatever it is that you feel you want to do now that you are overcoming a loss, because that's what this is. You see here? This is our key. This card is our key to the creativity, because we know we've lost something. And that healing and facing the truth from within, because this is Pluto. This is when you cannot deny what you feel inside of you. Coming back to this. That is what this is here. You cannot deny the experiences that you've had, the pain and suffering that you've gone through. You live it and have lived it, to now come to realize through your integrity, because the gift is the integrity, that you can go, oh good Lord. I touch it and it goes through. There's our Wheel of Fortune. And then the transformation. Okay, we're just going to go through these. There she is, the Venus. From the previous lesson, she was blocked. But you see, the transformation comes because there's love. Hercules, our darling Hercules, is taking his 5 cups, going with his 6th. He is transformed. His pain and suffering has transformed him to reach for this love, going with intuition, following that love that we could never get away from. Again, it's the same thing like the Pluto card. You cannot walk away from spirit because you feel like it. And again, there's the 2 wands. Remember, I was telling you, bringing it into the 2 of wands. And this we will just keep to show that, okay, I'll stop tapping the deck, it'll keep opening. Bringing us to that epiphany of, I got the whole world. I can do what I want. Oh, I'm in love. I want to be in love. Maybe, well, maybe that's what's happening, because the memory of love is coming in, transforming, and a whole new beginning. This is the excitement that I feel right now. This card, because I feel I could take on the world. I can just go in any direction I want. But that's just me this morning, feeling that way. How do you feel? Does that mix with you? I mean, so many cards. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put this. Maybe I went too quickly. I can't go over it again. I'll just put it like that. But we have, how can I do this? Let's see here. This was here. See, we come to know the truth and face it. Like this. Transforming. And Venus gives us, because Jupiter is in orbit now, and Jupiter is crossed with the North Node. And I mean, like I said, I didn't want to go into astrology, but I kind of have to say it, because Jupiter brings us, curiosity will kill me. I'm going there. There it is. Jupiter will bring us the epiphany that tells us we need to change something by breaking down the tower again. This is the tower, the same tower that still needs to come down. I'm not looking through those cards because it's too high arcana here, so I'm just leaving it like that. But again, it's just to say, all of this 10, this broken 10, the Fool, the 10, look at the adventure, because this is an adventure. Can we see all of this? Most of it. This is like, this lesson just expanded like a volcano erupting. All right, I'm gonna fold up these cards too. I just want to give that reflection again here. Coming back. I mean, the sun is in the middle now, so it just says that everything is gonna be all right. The ego has been tempered. The independence here, this independence is what solidifies the integrity. The creativity comes from this independence, because this is experience again, and the 9 is total experience, passion, and resource. Having built up on the resource, which is the integrity. Knowing thyself, being true to the self is what this brings. Being true to the self brings us to receiving that love that the devil was blocking. that pureness, to take us into the unknown, again reflecting, take us into the unknown with a great idea or ideas that we have, that we would like to bring to fruition, because this is the passion, the creativity. You see, the one goes into the two, and I had mentioned it before, so just play it back if you, because I can't repeat everything I said, but it's just to clarify that at the end of the day, the tower will come down, because the integrity has amassed itself to have that independence, to receive the love, to humble the ego, so that we can be creative and give back. Because just taking and taking is an imbalance, and there is no imbalance here, because of the transformation that takes place, because of the love that we remember, because of the loss in love. And it's chronological, it goes 4, 5, and 6. We heal that loss, we face the disappointment for the burden that we've been carrying, we transform, we speak our truth, because that's what does come into play. It's coming in, this, all this happens, coming into play, speaking the truth, the wheel of fortune, that epiphany of, I need to get this out there, I need to say, I need to do, that creativity sparks. You see where the integrity comes in and just puts everything into perspective. Thank you, Spirit. This is no wonder I was so excited. This is an amazing read. Oh my goodness. You guys just got a bonus here. I mean, this is almost a full reading I'm giving you. I have to be careful. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I'm having fun. This is good fun. If you do want a reading, you know how to reach me. Just take a look at the description box. But what is the oracle message for this lesson? Thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message? This is beautiful. Again with the beautiful. Balance. This is what balance is. Coming into balance. Accepting our shortcomings. Rising above. Healing our obsessions. Humbling the self. You know? Balance. What is the oracle message? The devil had to come in some form, and he did, in the green man. Look at that. I mean, what more do you need? Let's just, because I'm lifting cards today. Oh, the primal and discernment. Look, it's just beautiful. Okay, she wants to show herself. And then earth. Worship. Again, coming into the abundance. Let's begin here. Let's just read this one, because green man is my devil. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. That is the integrity that our prince was working on. And he's coming through. If you are coming through, you know it. I myself have felt epiphanies, you know. I myself have felt a burden that is easing up slowly but surely. It's not easy. I mean, even if I'm the one giving out the lesson, I'm experiencing it too. Phoenix, let's take a read. Summoned, your flesh rises from the ashes and into the expansive flame of your soul. Again, the Fool, the Tower, down here, the Tower, the transformation, Phoenix. We're shifting, we're growing, we're choosing. And you see, that is the key. Choosing. Having the will to choose first off is one thing. Then actually making the choice based on what we've experienced and the wisdom that comes from our experiences, because we go into self-awareness. There is no other way around but through the very truth that lives within you. This is very, very important here. That's where this one comes in. The Fool. Then our darling Hercules. And most of all, the integrity. Okay? I mean, if we don't take these messages seriously, then what's the point? Why even bother to wake up in the morning? You know? You have an idea, you have drive, you have passion. That in itself is a miracle. Holding on to your integrity, that's another miracle, because it is so easy to give in and give up and give out, thinking you're going to survive and it's going to give you something that would be over the top, only to come to the sad reality that I lost more than I gained by giving in and giving up and giving out all of what was dear to me. But I am willing to reinvent myself. Coming from that loss, I will regain my integrity, because these are lessons that we have to go through so that we will become more discerning. Make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. If you know that you have been hurt enough times so that now you wake up to it to say, you know what, this I've seen too many times now, I don't want this anymore. Because that's what we've seen over the past weeks, eh? It's only to teach you how to choose properly. When you sit back and really think about it, it's all about choice. I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. If this lesson didn't come to you today as a lesson, don't worry. It'll come around again. Love and light.